What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So, at this point, it's pretty much well known that Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics is not totally happy with his situation in Boston. All right? It seems to, and I can understand why it would bother anybody, it seems to bother him that his name is repeatedly coming up in trade talks. You know, now on the one hand, I mean, he could look at it as, well, that just goes to show you how valuable a player that he is and how he is a sought after commodity by other teams. But on the other hand, it would indicate to him that maybe Boston really doesn't value his services, especially while he's in the prime years of his NBA career. And it doesn't make much sense that, you would think he would be a valuable, piece to this championship team, or at least not championship team, it's the wrong term to use. Potential championship team, I should say. He's a very valuable piece to this team. It ain't like, he's playing at Klay Thompson's level right now. And that's no disrespect to Klay Thompson, but Jaylen Brown is a better player than Klay Thompson right now. I mean, and to be honest with you, even though Jason Tatum is the more popular and the more prolific scorer, you could argue that Jaylen Brown is more efficient and a somewhat better all-around player. Even though he does have his faults. But now it's come out, and I'll put a link to this article in the pinned comment in the comment section below, that it may come down to Jaylen Brown making the All-Star team as to whether or not he will stay with the Boston Celtics or not. So, with the end of his current deal in sight, Jaylen Brown will be looking to make as much money as he can on his next contract. Unfortunately for the Celtics, how much they can give ties into his status as an All-NBA player and where or not he makes that team or makes the cut this year. According to Brian Windhorst, if Jaylen makes All-NBA, he can guarantee himself $280 million this summer, and he is highly incentivized to extend this summer. If Jaylen doesn't make All-NBA, I would say he is highly incentivized not to sign it. If he doesn't sign it, it has nothing to do with his love of playing for the Celtics or anything else or anywhere else. He will be an unrestricted free agent in 2024, and that is not what you want a star player to be. So if you're the Celtics, even though you may have to be locked into paying Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, but you don't want Brown to reach unrestricted free agency. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. It may come down to that. And, he appears to be not totally disgruntled, but he does seem to be very non-committal. He does seem to be at least open or willing to go somewhere else. And, at the end of the day, I don't really blame him. He'll never be seen on the same level as Jason Tatum. But as the article says, he is essential to what the Celtics do. And he has developed in leaps and bounds as well as Jason Tatum. So I just don't understand why Brown gets disrespected so much. I mean, I get that the organization considers Tatum unmovable for the most part. I guess with maybe the exception of a couple of players, but whatever. But anyway, tell what you guys think.